Hey, it's Troy from hittingitsolid.com here. Thanks for watching. In this video, I'll be talking about how a steep backswing leads to a shallower downswing. So if you're struggling to shallow the club, keep coming down steep in the downswing and want a different way, or maybe a more effective way for you to shallow it and really get that downswing on a great plane to be more consistent, this video could be just for you. Let's dive in. I'll see you there. Okay, so we're talking about how a steep backswing leads to a shallower downswing. Now, this video came from a question I got asked by one of my subscribers, and they were asking how to get a shallower backswing, which was a little bit unusual because normally most people are trying to shallow their downswing, but I think what he was getting at was he was having trouble shallowing the downswing, and of course shallow means coming down flatter like this. He was having trouble getting there, and he was thinking from his perspective that would be more achievable or easier if he went back a bit flatter. Now, that obviously does work for some golfers, even works for some really good players like Jon Rahm has a very flat backswing. He shallows it very well. Sergio Garcia, Matt Kuchar, many others, they get very flat on their backswing and they're able to just keep shallowing it all the way down. And that obviously does work. I get a little bit flatter sometimes on my backswing and I can shallow it. But for you and for many other golf swings I see, usually the opposite happens. You'll get flatter and the momentum in the downswing ends up pushing the club more this way, and you'll come down steeper and cut across the ball. You might not come down, you know, super steep like a really bad over the top, but you'll come down enough to really cut across it. So it sort of might look something like this. Really steep downswing and leads to a lot of fades, slices or pulls if the club face is square at impact. So for you watching this, a more effective way and something for you to think about is on the backswing, to really help you get it a lot more shallow, is to be more steeper on the backswing, because that previous method of getting it very flat, and this relates to I think it's one of Newton's laws, and I've heard it mentioned many times on golf videos. They talk about for every action there's an opposite reaction or something like that anyway. And what that means was the momentum pushes it over like that. But for you, I want you to think about this. If you can make a steeper backswing, there's a really good chance, steeper like this, there's a really good chance you'll find it easier to then lay that club down, get it flatter, get it shallower into the downswing, because you haven't got momentum fighting you, you haven't got momentum that's going to push it over this way. You're in a better position if you can just get up steeper, because if you shift your body correctly in the downswing, get pressure into that lead side, rotate, you'll find that shaft will just want to shallow much easier. And a couple of things I want you to think about. To get that backswing shallower, I want you to focus on keeping that lead elbow facing towards the ground right from setup and through the backswing. So that looks like this. Lead elbow pointing down here, halfway back, lead elbow pointing down, all the way to the top. We've got a steeper backswing. We're in that great position. Now, someone like a Matt Wolff, he uses the momentum to his advantage. He's a little bit different. He takes the club out and momentum slings it around and comes through on the inside, and that works great for him. But for you, it's probably going to be a bit challenging. Focus on two things. Only when you practice, of course. Don't do this out on the golf course because it'll be too much for you to think about. Keep the lead elbow down and also feel like that lead shoulder goes down during your backswing. Lead shoulder down, elbow down, and you'll get that backswing a lot steeper. Enable you to then momentum gets you to shallow it out. Towards the camera. So lead shoulder down, lead elbow down. That's all you need to think about for your practice. Elbow down, lead shoulder down. We make our backswing. Okay, that will make it easier for you to shallow it out in the downswing. So let's look at a little practice drill which is super effective. I've used this all the time at home. You can even use it as a pre-shot routine at golf to help get your whole golf swing just flowing a lot better. Okay, before I dive into this little practice drill, make sure if you think this video has helped you out, make sure you smash that like button. Drop a comment down below if you've tried this before. Maybe it has worked for you, maybe it hasn't worked. Let me know, do you have a flat back swing? What does it do to your downswing? I'd love to know, drop a comment down below. So this drill, I want you to do is, simply I want you to get to the top and do these drills nice and slow while pausing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get over one here. You can do this with your driver as well, by the way. This works with both iron and driver. Get over the ball. I'm going to go back to the backswing nice and slow. Here, top. And then I'm going to pause here and then through. So we're just pausing to make sure I get that backswing piece right, and then the downswing shallowing aspect right as well. So let's give it another try. You can jump out of your chair and do this with me. If you're not able to hit balls, obviously just do air swings, but we're just making sure that backswing is steep, and then we're rotating, and that club should naturally shallow, and then we're swinging through. All right, let's do another one. Position there, the top, shallow, and through. Didn't hit that one super well, but I had a nice steep backswing, shallowed out in the downswing, and that is how you will improve your whole golf swing. So you don't have to shallow your golf club in the backswing. You may find it easier to have a steeper backswing to help you shallow in the downswing. So something to think about. Got another video that's going to talk about how you can shallow out your downswing, go into a bit more detail that will really help you out. So make sure you watch it. I'll see you on it.